Shalom, Kahalagimla, Allah Yahweh Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash, honors unto you, others apostles, of great milestone, salutations to all of you, sincere Akimode, who are doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash, in spirit and faith, sincerity, Shalom Brakatam. Honors unto you, others apostles. Central banks worldwide testing their own digital currencies. Because all of this is just nothing but the pure warm-ups to this globalistic cashless system. All the roads are leading to the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. That's where the roads are all leading towards to. The society, the world in its entirety, has just been softened by Esau. He's just conditioned the masses of the people to accept that RFID chip, that mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation 13 and 16. The both small and great, the rich and the poor, free and bond, to receive that mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And all these nations, they all, each and every single last one of them, they're all falling into place. They all have their part. As you can see, all these different nations are currencies. All the nations that they have central banks, with exception of two or one or so, if I'm not mistaken. Iran, which still doesn't have the central banks. All these other nations, they're just perfectly positioned and lined up, and their nation and their own kind, leading them with Esau's system. And this was released on on the 15th of August 2019, the year of Karagma, from the website bitcoin.com. Says here, central banks worldwide are examining the possibility of using a central bank digital currency, with some already testing their first different uses. Countries that have advised that digital currency projects include so the current countries that have advanced their digital currency projects include China, Singapore, Canada, the Bahamas, Thailand, Uruguay, and Sweden. India has also included the digital rupee in the country's draft cryptocurrency bill. And the same thing with the cryptocurrency bill, the same thing was in talk. The government here in South Africa was speaking of last year. So all these things are going to happen within our lifetime. The prophecies will be fulfilled pretty much soon, whether you receive it or not, whether you see this to be the truth and the light, and a warning or not, it will come to pass. It will all come to pass, because once, in fact, let me just get this in Genesis chapter 12. Because this is one hell of a setup by Esau. But unto those that Yahushua said in Matthew chapter 13, unto you is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Unto them is not given. Those who have been given this opportunity, this glorious light of the kingdom has shined upon to them. The gospel of repentance has shined upon the whole doctrine, the whole volume of the book. They're able to see these signs. The wise man that's spoken of in the book of Proverbs, who's very able to foresee the way and to look well in his going, and to not stumble and fall. This is Genesis chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 1. And Abram went out of Egypt, and he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him in the south. And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold, and all that the real money has been taken away from the word go. But now they're trying get rid of even this fiat currency, this fake ass money that's not even backed up by anything at all. This worthless money, paper money, even that is they're trying to get rid of it because they are unable to track it to a certain extent. So they wanted to make sure that they account for each and every single thing, that they know each and every single cent that you spend, and they're going to bring it about as if they're going to be presenting it as if it's something that is very convenient, something that's very easy. And so those of you who are using your credit cards into buying your bank cards to pay, you're going to realize there's a trend that all these cards, they're no longer as fast as they were when ESO released them. They are getting slow and slow. They're becoming outdated. The next thing is you tap and go. The next thing, you're going to be tapping your finger, not your card, not your smartphone, because your card is no longer safe. These criminals, the criminal syndicates are getting wiser. Let us improve on security by implanting the microchip. It's going to have everything that is yours secured. Nobody's going to steal that. All kind of BS and lies they're going to start presenting onto the masses. Let's get Revelation chapter 14. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 7, saying with a loud voice. In fact, let me start Revelation chapter 14 and verse 6. And I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell in the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear the Most High and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because he hath made all nations drunk with the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And that's Babylon the Great, the capital of Esau, Edom. Verse 9 says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. It says, And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever, and they had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. And this forever goes into the aftermath, the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America, the capital city of Esau Edom in the end times, the modern day Basra. It's gonna be destroyed. Those of you going to be taking the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, who have been socially been conditioned by Esau Edom. Okay, you're gonna go down with this man's system. There's another article from Investopedia. Japan's biggest bank to release its own cryptocurrency in March, and this was released was updated on the 25th of June 2019. And in this March, this thing will March in 2020. It says, according to the reports in Mississippi, UJF says FJ Financial Group Incorporated is planning to release its own coin by March 2018. It says the Mississippi, I don't know what it says. The MUFG coin will have parity with Japanese yen and will be rolled out. This means it's going to have the equal financial value. It's going to have the same. We'll have the same parity with the Japanese yen, and will be rolled out to employees of the financial services group first, then to the masses. It will enable the standard transactions such as shopping or transfer of money between individuals, for an example, splitting of a bill after a meal or drink at such low cost as compared to the credit cards, and that's by the convenience that's going to be presented to you once the wallet has went global, has went cashless. This cryptocurrency thing, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We are not. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse verse 6 says, "Free ye out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in iniquity, for it is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense," and that recompense you just read off in Revelation 14. "Fire and brimstone in the presence of the Lamb and the holy angels. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, World War III. That's going to be the recompense of Babylon for all of the iniquity. The enslavement of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all the tribes, Ephraim, Manasseh, Asher, you name all the tribes, or Simeon, you name all the tribes, Gad, you name all the tribes. The children of Judah and the children of Israel were oppressed together, and they that held them refused to let them go. This is part of the iniquity, and one of it, end time prophecy. It is the mark of the beast. So you don't want to be taking part in any of that. It says Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, which made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed in 1 hour. It's not going to take much long. As much as 400 plus or so years to have what you see as America. It's all of it's gonna be destroyed and go down in just a single hour. Suddenly it is fallen and destroyed. So it's hard for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed, and it will not be healed. Or it will not be healed, because all these nations, they've been made drunk of Babylon's fornications, philosophies, from spiritual, financial, political, all aspects of life. These nations have been following America, Esau, Edom, all over the goddamn planet. Everywhere you go, LGBT allowance, the rights given to these women over men. All kinds of madness it is happening. All kind of iniquity, sin upon sin. And what man of a nation, of a leader is, so is the people. So if this planet has been given into the hands of the wicked Esau, Edom, in the end times leading to the return of our Lord and Savior Yahushua, how much more wickedness is in this world? A lot of iniquity, a lot of transgressions that must be recompensed, and it's all gonna happen in the day of the Lord. Amos chapter 5. This is Amos chapter 5. And verse 18 says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light? It's as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? even very dark, and no brightness in it. And that's how exactly how the day of Yahweh Shai is going to be. The way he's going to be visiting the earth once again is going to be very, very, very judgmental. He's going to be laying down the judgment upon the masses, beginning with you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 13 and close off this one. This is the reason why the Lord says that 2/3 will be cut off and die very soon. Because they're going to end up taking the artifact Egypt, the mark of the beast. They would have refused to hearken unto knowledge, unto reason. Yahweh Shai sending out these servants, the prophets, right, at best rising early, but they would just wouldn't listen. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third part shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name. And I will hear them, and I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord Yahweh Shai is my power. And all of it will come to pass. Whatever you do, keep that faith strong. Keep that faith strong. This man's system is down and out, and soon to manifest unto those who are blind. Isaiah chapter 6. How long until the cities be destroyed? Until that manifestation comes, all we got to do is hold on to that gift of faith, which not many wise have. This gift has been given unto. All praises, honor, glory be unto Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakatash, honors unto you, others apostles, salutations to the sincere Kimate, Shalom.